Good day, viewers. You are welcome back to Tindanious Maths and Science Tutorials. If you are new here, kindly share, like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, okay, for more interesting videos and catchy topics. All right, good. Now, if you are new here, kindly visit my previous lecture videos on factorial concepts, division of, or in other words, factorial division, and the properties of factorial notations or concepts. All right, before you attempt watching this video, okay, so today we are going to end the whole business, okay, on factorial concepts. So today we are going to talk about factorial equations. And factorial equation, in other words, any equation involving the factorial sign is simply factorial equations. So factorial equations is based on the fact that, one, so if n factorial is equal to m factorial, then we can say that n is equal to m. So here we are what? We are ignoring what? The factorial symbol or sign. Okay, in other words, if I have n factorial which is equal to m factorial, okay, because factorial, okay, because we have a common factorial on both sides, this will cancel this factorial. So therefore we have what? N being equal to m. As simple as that. Example. So if I have n factorial being equal to, let's say, 6 factorial, I say find. So if n factorial is equal to 6 factorial, I say find the value of n. This is very simple. So I have n factorial is equal to what? 6 factorial. Since you have factorial sign on both sides, what do? They will cancel out. So you have what? N is equal to what? 6. As simple as that. You don't even need to work out for this. All right? Good. Now the second one is if n factorial is equal to n. What does that imply? Here we have one part with the factorial sign, okay, and we have on the other part we don't have the factorial sign. So viewers, you can't do anything over here. The only thing you can do is you need to express the term or the expression without what? Without the factorial sign, all right, into a form that will introduce what? Factorial sign into this. What do I mean? Because this one has a factorial sign over here or factorial symbol over here, you will manipulate this, you adjust this in a way for what? For it to attain the factorial sign. So I'll give you an example for you to appreciate n factorial which is equal to n. Alright, so in other words, we are going to convert m into factorial form. Right, good. So example, we are saying n factorial which is equal to m. So we need to convert this to the factorial form. So let's say if I have n factorial which is equal to, let's say, the number 6. See, if the first one has 6 factorial, so 6 factorial will cancel, sorry, the factorial will cancel the other factorial on the other side of the equation, right? Good. But here we don't have factorial over here, so what do? You convert 6 into the factorial form or factorial notation. So what do? Remember this format, okay? I have a trick I normally employ. If I want to convert a number, okay, into a factorial form, I will start from the number 1. Okay, it is advisable to do that, okay? So let's do that. I have what? So I have n factorial which is equal to, I'll start from the number 1. Okay, then you multiply, okay, you multiply till you get to the number 6. Okay, so you multiply the numbers. If you have the number over here, then you stop at that point. So I have 1. So 1 is not equal to 6, right? So times 2. Do you get that? We just increase it by magnitude of 1 times 2. Now let's do the multiplication. 2 times 1, is it giving me 6? No. So I'll move on to the next number. Then times 1 times 3. So 1 times 2 times 3. Is that giving me 6? Yes. So I will stop at this point. So this is the trick I've been using, right? It works. So what do I have here? So I have n factorial, which is equal to. Now, if I have 3 times 2 up to 1, so therefore I have what? 3 factorial. So the number you end at, okay, that one you write the number there, then you attach to the number the factorial sign or factorial symbol. Is that also good? Now we have the case where n factorial is equal to m factorial. Since you have factorial of both sides, factorial cancels factorial, so you have n is equal to m. Okay, by that same analogy, you have n factorial which is equal to 3 factorial. So the factorial sign, they cancel out. So eventually what do we have? We have n being equal to 3. As simple as that. That's the whole concept. So we are giving, so we have two cases over here. If you have factorial of both sides, you just ignore the factorial symbols or sign. Finish. Alright? The second one, if you have this, okay, if n factorial is equal to the other expression without the factorial sign, convert the one without the factorial sign into the factorial notation, like this. Alright? Convert 6, okay? Remember to start from the number 1. Then you do the multiplication such that when you multiply these numbers, it will yield the number given in question. Let us appreciate some questions. Okay, so we have solved the following factorial equations. Number 1, n factorial is equal to 24, right? Good. So we have number 1, n factorial be equal to 24. You said the part without the factorial sign, what do? You convert this to what? The factorial form. Alright, so let's start adjusting. Let's manipulate this. Alright, so we have n factorial which is equal to, I said use the trick, okay? Let's start from here. I said you start from the number 1. Alright, then times what? 2. 2 times 1 is 2, which is not equal to 24. Then times 3, 6, right? So times, let's say the next number is 4. So 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 gives 24. So the number you end at this, which is the 4, becomes the answer there. So you have what? N factorial is equal to what? The 4, then you add what? Factorial, right? Since you have factorial on both sides, it will cancel out. So therefore, n is equal to what? 4. As simple as that. Then the second one, we have n minus 1 all factorial be equal to 120. This is very simple. You focus on the part without the factorial symbol, right? So you convert this you convert this side, okay, into the factorial form or factorial notation. Is that also good? So therefore I have n minus 1 all factorial, which is equal to, use the strategy I taught you. You start from 1 here, then times, let's say 2. It's not equal to 120, right? Times 3 is not equal to 120 times 4. Times 4 gives what? 20. 24, right? Then times 5. 5 times this, times this, times this, times it gives 120, right? So we have what? N minus 1 all factorial, which is equal to, because we ended at 5. So it becomes 5 factorial, right? Good. So what do we do? Because we have factorial on both sides to cancel out. So therefore we have n minus 1 without the factorial, which is equal to 5. So we have n minus 1, which is equal to 5, right? Now you transpose negative 1 to the other side. So when negative 1 crosses the equal to side, it becomes positive, right? So you have n which is equal to 5, then plus 1. So therefore n is equal to what? 6. As simple as that. Now let's work out for the last question, which is n permutation n, which is equal to 720. We have, okay, solve the following factorial equations. N permutation n is equal to 720, right? Good. So viewers, it is advisable to watch my videos, okay, from the introductory aspect, from the introduction, all right? Good. So that you'll be able to appreciate whatever we are doing over here. From the introduction, we said n permutation n is the same as what? N factorial. And I'm going to prove all this, okay, when we get to permutations and combinations, all right? Tindanious Science and Maths YouTube channel is not a platform for rote learning. We don't condone chew and pour over here. We don't memorize stuff over here, but we are here to appreciate and harness mathematics. All right, good. Want to know the beauty of maths? All right, good. So n permutation, n is simply what? N factorial. So that's the question. So we are supposed to work out for this. So we have n permutation, n which is equal to 720. And we said this is the same as n factorial. So I have n factorial being equal to what? 720, right? Good. And we said n factorial is the same as, we said you convert the part without the factorial sign into what? The factorial notation. So I gave you a strategy. Okay, I gave you a hint. All right. I said what? Always start what? From 1. Okay. So we start the multiplication from 1, then times 2. Multiply this by this. It's not up to 720. Multiply this by 3, which is 6. It's not up to 720. Multiply here by 4. It's not up to 720 because this by 4 is 24. You multiply here by 5. It's not up to 720 because multiply here by 5, you have 120, right? If you multiply this by 6, you have what? 720. Because I'm ending at the 7, or sorry, at the 6. Okay, so it assumes 6 factorial. So I have n factorial, which is equal to what? 6 factorial. What is common? Factorial is here, factorial is here. So they will cancel out. So therefore, n is equal to what? 6. As simple as that. So this is the first part, okay, of factorial equations, okay. So this is factorial equations type 1. I'll give you the type 2, then we are done for the day. Bye.